Hey, what up? Welcome to my channel. It's Sam Rossi. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make connections on LinkedIn fast for women. Now, we're special because we get to do things a little differently than guys, and we don't always have to put as much effort into things like this. So let's get right into it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated with my content, and let's just do it. So if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're kind of new to LinkedIn, you don't have a ton of connections, and you want to know how to get the most out of it really, really fast. And here's what you need to understand first of all. People who are on LinkedIn who are more successful, who are really busy, have a lot of things going on, the people who most people would want to be connected to, think like Tony Robbins or, the mayor of your city or the CEO of whatever company. Those people, they need to be approached a different way than most people do, and I'm going to explain how to do that in this video. They're not just going to add anybody, and you really cannot go about attempting to add them with this copy and paste strategy, or you can't just send a connect request without a note to it. So I'm going to give you an example of a really good note to send, and keep in mind that if you are trying to connect with these people, they're not always on LinkedIn. So you may have to send 2 or 3 follow-up messages if you don't get a response, but being persistent will pay off in the long run. Alternatively, if you are new to LinkedIn and you want to just get those numbers up, you can connect with people who aren't in positions like that. So maybe your neighbor, maybe your coworkers, people who are kind of on that same level as you, wherever you're at, are going to be much easier to add en masse. So I'm going to make another video on my YouTube channel about how to quickly get to 500 connections. This video is specifically about how to quickly make connections with special, higher level, more successful people on LinkedIn. Okay, here's an example of a really good personalized message that you could send to someone that you want to connect to and probably get that connection really fast. The message goes like this. Hey John, I came across a comment you made on a post and I decided to reach out. I really agreed with your point about the importance of networking. We're both located in Phoenix, so if you ever have some free time, I'd like to buy you a coffee at Common Grounds. Would love to connect if you're open to it. Thanks, Sam. Obviously, if you're going to personalize the message, you change the name, you change the city, you change whatever it was that you found about that person that you want to include in your note. The key to this is demonstrating that you've read something that they wrote, whether that's their whole bio, whether that's a comment that they put on someone else's post, whether it's an article that they wrote themselves, just something to show that you actually have interest in this person as a person and an interest in their profession and what they do. If you don't include that part, you may come across as someone who just kind of is adding them for the sake of adding them. If you only look at their location, or if you don't add anything that's super personalized, you may not come across in the way that you want to come across. And the reason why this works better for women is because, again, we don't have to try very hard to convince someone to want to talk to us. A lot of men are willing to entertain a conversation with us because we're ladies. I don't mean to generalize here, and I don't mean to make any, sexist comments or anything, but it's actually true. It's genuinely true that a lot of men are willing to talk to women who reach out to them, more so than they're willing to talk to men who reach out to them. The other thing about the message I just read to you is that it cuts straight to the point and it says what you want. If there is another reason why you're reaching out, say maybe there's a potential for a strategic partnership or something, I would also include that in the message. You want to kind of spin it so that the other person, the person you're reaching out to, gets the benefit. So in this message, I said, buy you a coffee, not you buy me a coffee or you buy yourself a coffee. I'm gonna buy you a coffee. So that is a little bit more appealing because you're taking the time to do something for the other person, and it's on them to decide whether or not they want to engage you. Sending these personalized messages takes a lot more time than just sending copy and pasted messages, but it is so much more effective if you're trying to really reach those higher level people quickly and successfully. The last thing you want to do is send a copy and paste message and then not get a response and then try to redo your first impression with a personalized message. Don't do that. Do not take that risk. Just skip it and go right to sending a personalized message. Hope that was helpful. This is the same strategy that I use all the time when I'm connecting with new people on LinkedIn, and I already have way more than 500 followers or connections, so I don't have to add people en masse. But again, stick around for my next video if you want to learn how to get to 500 followers really, really fast. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated with my content, and I will see you next time.